Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to another trailer reaction. And this one, well, I'm mixed about it. Let's put it that way. Well, this was just the title of the film, but yeah, I'm giving my thoughts on a horror film called Krampus, which comes out this year, December 4th. And it's a horror film. It's a Christmas horror film, And well, first of all, why I'm maybe want to be interested in seeing this film. Well, first off, it's the director, This film is directed by a guy named Michael Dougherty. Dougherty. Sorry if I mispronounce his name, but he directed 2007 when it came out. It's supposed when it came out. He directed a really good horror film called Trick or Treat. I enjoy Trick or Treat a lot. And that's a horror film that's set on Halloween. So it's funny. Maybe even maybe like directing a horror film set on holidays. Because Trick or Treat is a horror film that's on Halloween, and now this film Krampus is a horror film set in Christmas. But Trick or Treat, I enjoy Trick or Treat. It's a really good horror film. And although it's funny that Trick or Treat, no, Krampus gets a theatrical release, and but not Trick or Treat, It was like it kept on pushing it back and pushing it back, It was supposed to come out in 2007, but I think it got dumped in direct-to-video. I believe it was in 2009. I think it was. I forget. And that didn't get. I would have loved to see that. Would have loved to see that in theaters though, but never got a chance to probably because it got never got. Well, if it was a limited release, probably in select theaters though, but I would love to see that film in theaters, But that doesn't get, doesn't get a full worldwide release, but this film does, But also, Michael Dougherty was also Dougherty. I forgot unless I mispronounced his last name, but he was also a writer. He also wrote on X-Men 2, Urban Legends, Bloody Mary, which I've never seen, Which I think it's another sequel to the Urban Legend films, And he also was a writer on Superman Returns, and he's also he's writing on the upcoming another X-Men film, X-Men Apocalypse, That's coming out next year, But Trick or Treat, I really enjoy him now. Krampus, I'm not entirely sure though, but maybe I'll see because this guy did a good job directing Trick or Treat, Maybe I'll give it a shot at him directing this Christmas horror film, Now Krampus, they say it's based on an ancient legend, which is a legend that I'm not too familiar with, It's supposed to be a demon for Christmas. I forget what it is though, but that's what's supposed to explain here in this movie, This the trailer, this family, which is the stars Adam Scott, which he's been in films, Mostly remember he was in the remake of Piranha, which he was one of the cast members I liked in Piranha, And to have the family, the whole family gets together on Christmas, and of course another one of the actors I recognize is David Kettner, which he's been in a lot of comedy films, like in Anchorman 1 and 2. Get Smart, or well, there's another film. I remember seeing him in Snakes on a Plane, and he was also in Final Destination 5, But he's mostly been mostly comedy films, mostly familiar with Anchorman 1 and 2, And this family, they get together, but it's well, I can say it's a dysfunctional family because they're always like fighting and arguing, But Like when I'm in this, like when they're eating, ask us like my delicious, and David Carrot's like, well, mine's dry. Well, mine's delicious. Well, mine's dry. You know, complaining, fighting, and the kids, want those piece of food across the table, and they get into a scuffle, or what like they like think like the son, this kid boy, I think he's like in the film the son of Adam Scott, he has this like little pouty face, like this. Like he tears up a letter, he writes to Santa to the North Pole, goes and tears it up, goes and throws it out the window, Before that, how the way the trailer goes from what as I was watching the trailer, is what goes into my head is that was it this thing was summoned, because probably this family is so dysfunctional, and what they're doing is that's what to do that on Christmas, and that's the reason why this thing is summoned, or maybe because the reason the kid was so pouty, he tore up his letter to Santa, because it blew in the wind, it was going like up into the sky, and I don't know what, but it was going through my mind as I was watching the trailer. Was that the reason why this thing was summoned? Because his family is so dysfunctional, and he was a pouty face, doesn't get what he wants, and just tears up this letter to Santa and throws it out the window. If that was the case, I was like, oh wow, all because this kid probably was pouting and probably, But that's probably not the reason, but that was going through my head as I was watching the trailer though. But that probably won't be the case in the film though. But just calling as I see it, But the thing is, like the family, they hear something, and the old lady of the family is telling exactly what's happening. It's like Santa's not coming this year, It's enough. Something else has been a much darker spirit's been summoned, His name is Krampus, He's the shadow of Saint Nicholas, and his helper is just come to take. It comes not to give, but take, And because of this, Krampus has these horns, these long horns, and is probably let's say it's like a goat or something, because it has hooves for feet, and has long horns, Like one woman sees it on the roof, and one of the women was hiding underneath the car. Hear the rattling chains, see him walking, Or with this, then there's this Jack in the Box, where it's open, playing, and all of a sudden it stops, and it stops for a couple of seconds, And for that moment, I thought that was for kind of reminded me of the trailer for Child's Play 2, as the Jack in the Box keeps on rolling until it slowly stops until Chucky steps on it, saying, "Sorry, Jack, Chucky's back," Well, that moment where it kind of stops before Chucky steps on, it kind of reminded me of that, in Krampus. Like, it stops, and I'm thinking, I'm just waiting for the thing to step on it, But it didn't until the thing opened up, And then it was like, it was Christmas. Nothing bad happens at Christmas. Then there's like this, what was that? A gesture doll that has razor sharp teeth opening its mouth up like this, Well, I'm not entirely sure, but well, I would say mostly horror films nowadays are not scary no more though, but most of them are not good. None of them ever comes out are never good though, but that's not, well, to me that's not the case. Well, last year, 2014, there was 3 horror films I liked, and this year there was a couple that I actually did like, So I guess horror films nowadays are not gonna try to be scary no more though, but because I watch them, I'm not scared by these films, but some of them so a couple of them I watched have interesting ideas, So yeah, like last year I liked 3 horror films, and this year I liked a couple of them though, but doesn't mean every horror film is gonna be good nowadays. There's gonna be balance. I've seen a lot of shitty horror films for the past couple of years, Like before, like last year, the only good horror film I've been seeing was back in 2012, The Collection. Since then, there haven't been any good horror films since films I saw since back in 2014, So yeah, like a 2-year gap, But yeah, so there are horror films there are horror films that I do enjoy some nowadays, but doesn't mean every one of them is gonna be good, So this one, maybe I'll go see this one because I'm interested because the guy he directed a really good horror film back from a few years back. Well, it's been more than a few years. I would say like 7, 8 years ago. Because I really do enjoy Trick or Treat. That's another horror film I need to get on DVD. So, but Krampus, mixed about it. But well, nowadays there's not. I don't see that many Christmas horror films. Well, there's been one. It's a shitty remake called Black Christmas. That's another shitty remake. That was back in 2006. That's another piece of crap remake. But maybe if I watch this, maybe it'll be better than Black Christmas. But well. Maybe I could say, just from looking for the trailer of this film, maybe it looks like it can be maybe just a bit better than Black Christmas, but that ain't saying much though. But yeah, so have to wait till the film comes out. So, but I would still say, but for the trailer, I would say Trick or Treat is still better though, because that's a really good horror film that I always enjoyed. So, but Krampus, I'll give it a look. So I'll have to wait till it comes out. But is it gonna be bad or is it gonna be good? I don't know that. But I ain't judging it yet though. So until I see the film though. But for now, from the trailer, I'm mixed about though. But who knows? So anyway, thanks. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Krampus. Christmas horror film that comes out later this year. Well, December 4th when it comes out. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next movie review. Later.